started out as a piece of joke filmed and shared on social media, but then the Kejetia versus Makola sitcom on the Joy Prime channel has now become a favorite program. It's loved for its intense humor, and I must emphasize that intense humor. Well, this week the show generated headlines among its cult of viewers when the not too fluent Kejetia lawyer won a case for the first time. He's in the studio with me, the ever humorous Kejetia lawyer in team. Okay, well, I really can't get the name right. Okay, so the name is lawyer
Kejetia Bombay Isaiah.
Kejetia Bombay Isaiah.
That's right.
Lawyer Kejetia Bombay Isaiah.
That's right.
Is here with me for a live chat. Before then, by the way, lawyer Nti made an unprecedented win in a recent episode. Let's see an excerpt of that.
Your Honor, thank you.
Tables turn?
Well, Your Honor, you could say that, but it's a sign of victory. Just like R. Kelly says, it's a sign of victory. Ooh.
Your Honor, R. Kelly don't say that. He sing that.
And that's true.
The sign of victory. Oh. That's all.
Please, let's not do this. Let's just go straight to the case, all right?
Thank you very much. Your Honor, my client's here. Your Honor, we have come to your court. Your Honor, why? It's because something is happening in this country. Something is happening to my clients that, Your Honor, you can't believe it. My clients here are very affable young men, strong, hard-working young men who go to town, work, and then come back home and probably thinking that
Your Honor, this man, they don't like my client.
Okay.
Maybe my client have taken their girlfriend or something. I don't know. But this man, they don't like my client.
All right.
That's why they say that even when they come to say that, my client tell the church people that, please,
all right,
we are do work of God. Some people say that the noise is too much, so please. So he forced that this thing, even the amplifier they use, the man bring it down. Like that, small down.
Thank you.
So even, but still, this man have bring my client to court.
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Even I like the way I do my job today, I like it. Let me clap for myself.
Order.
Okay.
Your client can go free.
Hey, Your Honor, please. The way you have said that, I don't like it. Tell me that I have win, so that this man know that I have win, and my client have also win.
All right. With all that I've gathered so far, it is an honor to tell you that today you've won.
Hey! Yay! I have win, oh!
All right, so this court is adjourned.
Your Honor, I'm calling my mother to tell my mother that.
Court, rise.
Okay, so today we are making him laugh. He has been making all of us laugh. Today it's his turn to laugh. Lawyer
Kejetia Bombay Isaiah.
Kejetia Bombay Isaiah. What does your name mean?
The meaning of the name.
Kejetia Bombay Isaiah. What does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. If somebody born their baby and they give the person name, that one too, they have meaning.
Hey.
Yeah.
But my name is Gifty. It means God's gift.
Okay.
So what does your name mean?
That time, my name Kejetia. It means that believe lawyer.
Believe lawyer.
Believe. Because
brave
like
lawyer.
Yeah,
brave
like,
lawyer.
Yeah, like
my
grandmother, Yasantwa.
I see.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself. Who is you?
Well, my name is my name is Richmond Damwako, and
Richmond Damwako.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an actor. I happen to make people laugh with a lot of the things I do.
Okay.
And so people call me comedian, but I'm not. I'm just an actor who has a good sense of humor. So
yeah, well, that's what we call comedian. So
you say
an actor who makes people laugh. That's what we call comedian.
Okay, fine.
So a bit more about you.
Yeah, well, I believe that I'm somebody who believes that we all have our roles in this life and our purposes. And so mine is to bring laughter to the world, to make people love and bring joy to people, and that is what I do. And so when I'm doing it, I do it with everything in me, with all the passion I can gather.
Is that something that you were doing already before Judge Louise Lamis found you and found you?
Yes.
Now I'm speaking like you.
Yeah.
Really. Was that something you were doing before, or how did it happen?
Yes. I was in the School of Performing Arts.
Okay.
And so I started from there. I started acting from there in 2007 to 2011, and so it's been like that since. And so 2014, I went to Kumasi and I met Louise, and we spoke. I saw his vision. I knew that he was a man of vision. He knew where he was going.
Right.
He knew the impact he wanted to use acting to make in the world. And I bought into it, and so we...
So you came together and then you started doing it?
Yes.
Very soon we're going to have Judge Louise Lamis join us over the phone from Kumasi, I think. He's in Kumasi, right?
Yes.
So he's unable to join us at the moment, but we'll be talking to him on the phone. How hard has it been for them so far? The moment, the first time I saw I think it was a teaser. I saw it, and it was like the funniest thing I had seen the whole day. And it was... And we were all wondering, when is this thing coming? Because the teaser didn't say when it was going to be shown.
Yeah.
So you've received a lot of applause from the public. A lot of people love the things that you do. How does that feel?
Well, it feels very good. You know, like everything else, when you're doing something, people are applauding and people are appreciating what you're doing. It makes you feel good, and it makes you feel great. It makes you feel that you are actually doing something for people, and that is a very good feeling. And so it feels very good. In fact, when I'm walking around, people see me and they this thing, Mr. This thing, lawyer, and then they come around and take pictures. It feels great.
Okay,
you know,
so all of a sudden you're a celebrity.
Yeah, you know how it is. You know.
Okay, I'm going to take some comments on Facebook. Some of you have been putting a lot of questions, so I don't want to overshadow that with my own questions. We're going to take some questions on Facebook. What do you want to understand? What you want him to tell you? Some of them have been asking about Distin. Where from Distin?
Well, Distin is actually something we've been saying. You know, it's like when you're speaking to him, you say you want to remember something. You say ayi. It's like that. So I'm the kind of person. The lawyer is the kind of person who he doesn't prepare. And so even when he wants to say something, he wants to make meaning, he forgets exactly what he wants to say, and so this thing comes in there. And I think that it came in way too often. It became an anthem. People started saying it, and it caught on, and now everybody is...
Because this thing is something that we all say, but it appears that now it's become synonymous with the show that you're hosting. Do you have family? I mean, like, are you married with kids, or...?
No. I'm not. I'm actually looking for somebody to marry.
Wait.
Somebody who has a car, you know. So if you have a car, I mean, I can propose to you right now.
So put the criteria down again.
Yeah,
you are looking for Daddy B.
I like the way you say Daddy B. Are you Daddy B?
I'm
Tell
not.
me if I.
I'm not.
Then you have,
so you're looking for
a car.
No, start.
Daddy B, car. You know, body. Oh God, yeah.
Okay, so you're still okay. So well, you heard it here on the pulse for the first time. Judge lawyer Etika Tiche Bombay is Isaiah.
That's right.
Is looking for a wife.
Yeah.
So just in case you are you serious? I don't.
Oh yeah, I'm serious.
I mean, put jokes aside. Are you serious?
No, I'm not joking.
So you don't have a girlfriend?
No.
Why not?
Well, you know, I'm still searching.
You didn't have money, so the girls didn't like you.
No, you see, a lot of people say that, but I can't say that. I wish I could say that. I proposed to girls and they said I didn't have money. Nobody said that, so I can't say that.
But why did they
actually
not agree?
Well, most of them thought I was joking, you know. Because
so even when you propose to girls, they think you're joking.
I end up making you laugh. So when I get serious and I say, Charlie, let's do this, they think that okay, it's part of the joke, but it's not.
That's a tragedy.
Yeah, it is.
So while he's announcing that he's single and available, but he's looking for someone who is Daddy B, someone who has a car, and someone who has body.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take the questions that our viewers have for you. What's your name again? Sanitary Part. Seriously? Okay, so Sanitary Part says, Your Honor, I want to ask lawyer Inti Kache, the distance, how much does he take for winning a case? I arrested my case. How much do you take for winning a case?
Well, it depends. You know, when I go to the judge, I actually present a case and I ask for huge monies because I take 10% of what I.
You take 10%.
Yes.
Of how much you ask the judge.
Okay. The judge.
Yeah. I see. So someone says, why did he know his client was an armed robber, but still commenting? Well, okay. Well, the court went to court, I think you want to say, to defend him. And then is lawyer Inti pretending to speak the way he does or what? The man is kill me. Okay, so do you pretend to say, I mean, how are you able to, I think the question is trying to ask is how you're able to speak the way you do.
Well,
is that how you speak normally?
No,
we've seen that that's not.
No, it's the character. So when you're acting, your basic task as an actor is to create believable roles, characters, and feel them and portray them.
Okay.
And so this is the character. Everybody knows Lawyer Inti as somebody who doesn't know anything, but he believes he knows everything.
Right.
And so, and his R and L is, you know.
Yeah.
So when I come to stand there and I'm acting, I know I'm acting. I know it's not me, it's the character. So everything I'm doing has to complement the character that we've created for the role.
See. Well, Moro, I believe that, I know this is Julius Caesar. I believe that you've had an answer to your question. What is their level of education? That's Moro Fuseni asking. What is their level of education? Are they trained to do it or it's natural? Well, you just heard that as well. He's trained to do that. The angry one, in quotes, Fever, has now caught up with Judge Lamise. He now speaks like Lawyer Inti. Okay, Samuel Awuja, that's your comment. Samuel says, please tell Lawyer Inti to always add the angry one when he mentions his name. Like him, Keke. So that's a very nice comment for you. Chikarito, please ask Lawyer Inti Kache the meaning of distant. He's explained that already. I believe you've had it. KH Race says, yes, the meaning of this thing, we want to know. Okay, but he has explained that already. He says, when you say a, when you're trying to say something in Twi, you say a.
Yeah.
So that's this thing, right? Okay, ask Inti, okay, why he always wear gloves. That's one of my questions anyway. So tell us, the gloves.
2 reasons.
Okay, so wait. Tell us the serious part, and then tell us the funny part. The serious part is the concept. Whose idea was it? How did it become a part of the character Inti Kache? How did it become a part? How did it become a part of you?
You mean the
concept? Yes, the concept.
Well, Louise is the director for the show, and before we start acting, we sit down and we talk, and everybody comes up with the things they want, the traits they want in their characters.
Okay.
And we try to make them work with the characters. If they won't, then we look for alternatives.
I see.
And so when we were deciding for this character, we felt that it should be somebody who is different from the typical Ghana lawyer, the Makola lawyers.
I see.
And so we needed something a bit more. So colorful costumes, shirts, and then the gloves, which, you know, adds something. So the moment you see him, you are thinking that, who is this? Which lawyer wears gloves? You know, is he a doctor? Which kind of lawyer is that? And that is what we wanted for.
But your gloves actually look like a footballer's. It doesn't look like a doctor's.
I have all of them.
You have different
types.
types.
I have doctors. I have footballers. I have gym.
You have gym gloves.
Yes.
That you wear in court.
Yes.
I see. Okay, I believe that we're having a very interesting conversation. Let's get on the phone and speak with Judge Louise Lamise is the judge. He's also the creator, I believe, of this entire production. You're welcome, sir, to the Pulse.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much.
Okay, I have your one of your lawyers in my studio right now.
The cheapest lawyer.
The cheapest lawyers. Well, this last week we saw that he won for the first time. He won a case in your court.
Yes.
You as the judge, does that make you happy for him?
Exactly, because right from the beginning I tried to correct him when he makes mistakes. His lines of argument not normally work, so I try to help him, and sometimes he rejects my help. And so to have worked hard, and I felt that that particular day he did so well, he did brilliantly well with the evidence he had gathered, the submissions he made in court was excellent. Wow. And I believe that that was a good goal, an excellent goal, and so he deserved it.
Well, when are you going to throw him out of your court? Because he obviously sounds like someone who is not very, serious.
The challenge is this: if we had other lawyers, then we would throw him out. But the clients and the people bring him, and so you cannot deny the people's justice because of his unprofessionalism. You have to give the people fair hearing, and that is why we are forced to contend with what he brings to court.
I see. Well, now on the more serious note, tell us a bit more about this concept. He tells me that he was at the School of Performing Arts. He met you. He bought into your ideas. How did you come up with this particular concept that's making all of us lighten up?
When we sat down to create a show, we wanted something that was very different. And I believe we've already mentioned that it started with, we experimented with it on radio. Okay. And so there are quite a number of ideas that we've experimented with, and this was one of them. So I felt that whichever place, we have seen series set in hospitals, series set in offices, series set in schools and all of that. But in Ghana, we've not had anything special for the courtroom. And it gives us a platform to address a lot of issues. Hospitals will limit you, schools will limit you, but the courtroom gives you the opportunity to address a whole lot of issues that confront us as people. Right. And so that was one of the reasons why we chose the courtroom. And then again, it was a bit more, not complicated. We didn't have to do a lot of travel. And we looked at our budget when we started. We didn't have so much budget to travel all around. And so the courtroom gave us the opportunity to take everything down and then shoot as a go and then bring out the quality that we wanted to take at the
I see. We know that theater is being revived in Ghana. We've seen Uncle Ebo White do what he can. We've seen Chief Mumain. We've seen a number of people come up with ideas about theater. And a lot of people are beginning to, go back. It's something that we seem to have lost along the line. But it seems that we're all coming back to it. Tell us a bit, some of the challenges that you've had to deal with putting together this production.
With our production, the main thing we do in Kumasi is theater, live theater, just like the others we mentioned.
Oh, okay.
And so the major challenges have been, one, resources. People believe it that this is a lucrative venture to invest in, that it's non-existent. So everything you do, you have to start from the bottom. You have to raise funds yourself, gather funds from friends, and that is the major one. Now, the second part is even having venues, locations, to host your production, especially from where we come from, Kumasi, is extremely difficult. But I believe that despite all these challenges, you see, with the training too, we only have the School of Performing Arts and then NASTI that trains people to teach craft. And a lot of people in the north find it difficult to travel all the way to the south, Accra, for the training. And so we lack the human capital in this part of the region. But yes, we don't see the challenges so much. We believe that no matter what the challenges are, we can still surmount them with the passion we have, and that is why we are doing what we are doing. There's been challenges, but we believe we can still produce quality, and we are working at it.
Right. I mean, it's one of the things that most of us, I'll go home and try to sleep, and when sleep is not coming, I'll take one of these, go on YouTube or anything and watch it. So this is definitely helping a lot of people. There's too much stress in the system. So this is obviously something good, and which is why I believe it has gained that traction. First of all, tell me how you feel when you hear people refer to your show, and when you hear people, and on Facebook, for instance, you can have a whole line of people talking about a Sominigo, that kind of thing. How does it feel as a production team?
Two things I will tell you. The first is that how do we keep this up? How do we sustain this? How do we improve on this? And how do we make this better? That is the first thing. Anytime I hear good comments, that is what comes to my heart. The second thing is, then I should believe more in the wonderful ideas that we have, because the whole team will tell you that this was one of the least we were going to do with the line we had. So this was one of the ones on the bottom. And so if it gained this traction, if it gained this attraction, if it gained this popularity and acceptance, then you can imagine what the number of things we lined up, what we can do with those things. And so these two things are the things that come to mind anytime you hear good comments.
It would have been nice if we had you in the studio, I must say.
But don't worry, I'll come to Accra shortly.
Very soon. We'll look forward to that. But before I let you go, tell us where you see this show go in the next, let me just put it at 5 years.
We set this in a way that it allows the characters to grow, number one, and it allows the show itself to grow. And so long as there are issues in our country, so long as there are issues confronting us as a people, this show has the ability and the potential to grow. So people should, all that has to be done, that we have to keep thinking, we have to keep working at it, and it will grow and grow with the people. So we are tired. We all say we are tired and we don't want to continue anymore.
Right. I'll have you hold on for me a bit. Let me find out for, let me bring the name. Let me bring Bombay Isaiah. It's easier to say Bombay Isaiah. How do you come up with the cases? I mean, on the serious notes, how do you come up with the cases? How do you get the people?
Well, for the people, we do auditions, and then we already have people who work with Lisa Legacy Productions, and so we bring them on board. But for the cases, we look at the things happening in the system, the issues we want to address, and based on the issues, we craft the cases, and then we bring them to court. So after everything, the judge has the opportunity to address the issue, to advise the people, to tell people how they should look at things, and what should be done and what not.
And that brings me to you, Judge Louise. What I've realized is that besides the joke, besides the funny thing and everything, you try to make some very serious points at the end of your judgments. Don't you feel that some people might think it's a bit too opinionated? Sometimes you could get, you could speak about religion. It's a bit opinionated, wouldn't you say?
I don't know what in this world that you see. The beautiful thing about art is that art always has to be about opinion. We can decide to just entertain and leave it as that, but it can never be so. The entertainment industry is a battlefield of ideas, and if you don't have an idea, if you don't have an opinion, then unfortunately you don't have a business being there. There has to be. You can't watch a Roverman production and say that there won't be an opinion, an agenda being pushed. You can't watch, even the news always has an agenda. We must have an agenda, and fortunately for us, we have to push a good agenda. Our kids are learning things that are untoward, and we are crying against that. So it's either we allow that and do anything casual, or we try to counter that. We don't want to leave it casual. That might be a flaw to us, but that we want to confidently go out there and do that.
Well, that's my opinion on your opinion, by the way. Let me engage you again. All right, let me engage you again. The last week we had a conversation on this show. I wasn't hosting. I was back in Cape Coast, but we had a conversation about drama. The fact that drama, theater was waning down. So if you remember, we used to watch Akan drama, cantata, etc. But we see some of them today, and you see that they really are not living the kind of life that perhaps they wanted to live. What can be done? I mean, you are bringing in your contribution yourself, Judge Louise, bringing in your contribution. But what do you think on a larger scale can be done to bring back that feeling, that Akan drama, that cantata feeling, sort of back in society?
Well, people have said that this is the beginning of a revolution. Our television stations are now filled with a lot of content from outside. And so now we have something that Ghanaians are happy about, that Ghanaians are watching and talking about. But I always want to say that it is not about our television stations going to bring things from outside. It is about us sitting down as a people, as creative people, and saying that, look, what do they have in these things they are bringing that we don't have? What can we do to be able to get to the level that these content they are bringing from outside have, so that we can fight foot to foot or whatever, you know.
Yeah, give me some line from Kejetia to fit in there if you're missing your words.
Yeah, okay, but that one will work for me.
So the point you're trying to make it for me, by the way.
Of course, I mean, we have to sit down and stop whining and stop crying and all of that, and go deeper in ourselves, create something better. We've seen Akan Drama, like you said, we've seen Cantata, we've seen Concert Party, and these were big shows. These were shows that we all grew up watching and learning from.
We'll
and
stand behind people's windows just to watch.
Yes. So, Inspector Bediako and things like that. They were creative. They were, you know, things we didn't have back then.
Right.
So now that we have technology, we have things. People are doing bigger and greater things outside. What can we do as a people, as the creative industry, than talk and have symposiums and demonstrations and
then it amounts to this thing.
Yeah, this thing won't go away. We have to work, put in the work, and the work will, you know, give us the destiny we are looking for.
Okay, Judge Louise, I'm going to let you go, but before that, I'm going to find out from you whether or not there's been any official engagements. I mean, there's a creative industry, there's a creative ministry, a ministry that's meant for some of these things. And I don't know, has there been any engagement so that we look at the sustainability? You've spoken about the challenges that you have had to deal with. Any engagements going on?
So far, no. No. What we have is the media houses, some of the media houses trying to test some of the ideas we have, especially multimedia.
Okay.
Leadership and management of multimedia have spoken to us the array of ideas we have now. But aside that, no.
Okay. Well, since you're on the phone, I'll let you go, but I'm going to play a vox, and then after that, I'll take your comment, Judge Nti, so lawyer Nti. So, Judge Louise Lamis, thank you very much. I wonder, when they say all of those things, and the other lawyer that speaks, is it Patois or speaks, what's the language? Greek and stuff. Do they make you laugh sometimes, and you have to record again, like breaking the show and record because you laughed? Because you always have this straight face.
Rarely. It's rare because our training is that when you get into character, you must be in character. For example, if it was a stage performance, you don't break and laugh and continue. So we see it as that because our background is theater.
All right.
It's basically like that.
I see. Okay, thank you so much for your time here on the show. I look forward to hosting you personally here in the show, on the show with me. Judge Louise Lamis, that's his real name actually, but he's the creator of the Kejetia versus Makola. Let's take some comments. Some of the viewers of the program have been speaking about their newfound asominogo with my colleague Maxwell Amofia. Let's hear them. When we come back, we'll take his final comment and wrap up.
But I just watch once, but it's good. I love the show, and it keeps me going. You know, if like you have done some crime, then you know where to go and you know how to do it. And it's okay.
How about you? Oh, for me, the movie is very nice because I just watched the video once. My friend sent it on my listing, so I watched. Okay, I see. I think it's very, very good, especially the other guy with the Sakura.
Let me say the Kejetia guy was the guy always losing. I don't know why. Always his own the way he's doing things. No, it's like they made him to lose. Anytime they want him to lose. But sometimes you have to let him to win, so we know how to go things.
The Kumasi guy is very, very funny guy. He the way he said my lord, even the R and the L doesn't work. And he's bold, you know what he's saying. I don't know if he knows it's not right, but he just speak out boldly, and it's very funny. The way he speaks is very funny.
That video, let me say, it's very, very funny, and then when you watch, even when you are sad, you are in a sad mood and you watch, you will be happy automatically. Voice and expressions, how they put their things together, and then especially the asomnogon thing that they'll be saying. Judge asked him where he went to school, and then he said Ghana School of the Law, and then he said Kejetia. He specifically said Kejetia, and then the judge said, "Is there any institution like that?" And he doesn't know about it, and said yes. He doesn't know why. The judge doesn't know anything about it.
This Makola video, I'll say it's funny, it's comic, so everyone that watches it loves it. Especially with this, it's new term that has been trending nowadays. It's a new thing, I quote. And other stuffs in it, book, bili, bouncing baby girl, and all those things. It makes it more interesting.
Boko Blibli and this thing and all of those things. You've heard them. What do you have to say?
Well, it's humbling, you know, when you hear people talk good like that about the show. But then one thing I want to say is that people, because of the way, I don't know if it's because of the way I use the R and L.
I think so.
People have associated that character with Kumasi.
With a Kumasiano.
Yes, and that is something.
Yeah, no, a Kumasiano.
I'm not happy with.
Oh.
Yes, because you know, it just happens to be like that. It's not a Kumasi thing, please.
But seriously, you know, we live in a country where, you know, even the Kumasi.
I don't know.
You know, even the Kumasi, the people in Kumasi, they sometimes they agree that they have the R and the L thing.
Well.
So you're not happy when they say the Kumasi guy.
Yes. Well, when they say the Kumasi guy, I'm not
but
happy
you know a
about
Kumasi guy.
I am, but I mean the character is not. In Tikache Bombay Isaiah, how is that Bombay Isaiah Kumasi?
But Bombay Isaiah went to Kejetia, the school of the law.
But it doesn't. You see, if you go to KNUST, which is in Kumasi for 4 years, how does that make you talk like the R and L like that? You know.
Okay, so he's not happy that you keep referring to him as the Kumasi guy. I don't know whether he's not a Kumasi guy. He is a Kumasi guy, but he's not happy when you want to associate the R and the L with him as a Kumasi guy. Some more comments, and we can wrap up this conversation. Nana Kosia Adia Pena and Powerful Papa BA says, very good. Why is lawyer NT always in the glove? Okay, you'll speak to that. This guy won't stop amazing me. Ha ha ha. My honor. Please don't charge me. Okay, he won't charge you. Julius again says his loyalty pretending to speak the way. Okay, I think we should go up because we've taken all of these comments already. No, we should go up instead. We should go up. We should go up for the comments up, which we've already taken. Okay. Why does he sometimes disagree? Okay, I think we've taken all of these comments. We should go up rather. Let's address the issue about the gloves. You mentioned how it came up as an idea as part of your discussion to bring the show together. What is the show
significance?
Yeah, in the show. I mean, not on the serious side. In the show, what is its significance? I mean, what is it? Why do you have to put it on?
Well, in the first episode, the judge asked me why I was wearing the gloves, and I told him that. We call it the law abide gloves.
The law abide gloves.
Yes, because it comes from my school, the Ghana School of the Law, Kejetia. When you complete the school, they tell you that this thing when you are going to do this thing, put this thing in your hand before you go to the court, because sometimes you go and hold evidence in the court, and that time the way you hold the evidence, your hand made the evidence this thing, it turned this thing. So yeah, that time you have to protect yourself.
So the gloves is for you to protect yourself.
Yeah, it protect the evidence and myself, so that the evidence won't touch my hand and make me evidence some.
Okay.
Because if this one is the evidence and you touch him raw like that, then the evidence it's like a pregnant this thing. You can pregnant you and
see.
So you protect yourself.
Okay, I see. I actually don't know what else to ask you, but you always lose the case.
Yeah, most of them.
But you always, I mean, since you started, you've always been losing.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
Recently you won one case.
Yeah.
Why did you win?
Well, one, it was because that was my first time defending a case.
Okay.
And when I went to sit on the opposite side, I felt it was too easy. You know, like this guy will come and say things, and then you just have to prove that what they're saying is not true. And it was very easy for me. So, and I was having fun. That's how come at a point.
You slept.
You know, when he started, I knew that he didn't have a case, because how can you say that? Yeah, somebody have got to measure somebody church, Jezebel, and this thing. So yeah, you want to come and cruise the church. What's that? Even God have tell my client that make this thing noise to please me. Then my client come to please God. Then you come to tell my client that you know what this thing you have do wrong. Oh, even God not happy before this thing. So God tell me that my son, go and show the word that I, my God, I have power. I tell Moses to go and break this thing. See, and he break the thing into two. That time the people passed through this thing.
So you won the case.
God break the court into two for me to pass through. That's how I win the case.
Okay. Sing the song for me again.
Which one?
Could it be love?
Who sang that song?
I don't know. I forgot.
Could it be love? The way you tell me to. Could it be love and be love? This one is the beat. I'm playing the beat right now. Could it be love? Oh, and be love. I tell myself. I forget this thing. That part.
Okay, Kejetia versus Makola, that's the discussion we've been having. It's been interesting, very interesting. But don't forget that he's looking for a girlfriend, by the way. He said he's single and he's searching. He's searching. Yeah. You must be, it's very simple criteria. You must be that you must have a car and you must have a nice body. Yeah. A nice body is what? Like you look like the bouncing baby girl, or? Is it? A nice body the person should be like bouncing baby girl.
Don't look like
bigger
that. Let your body bouncing baby girl. Okay. That time, if you put your leg there, the body bounce like this. Then people say, "Oh wow!" That time, that's the distance.
Bouncing baby. So your body should bounce, but not like the bouncing baby girl.
No,
not
that's why she dance alum shake. That time, then you are sick. You are shake like this. Yeah, then.
Okay, but the one that when you put your leg down, then your body will bounce.
Very good. Like they call him trick or something. The body trick like this. That time.
Okay, do a line for me for pause. Do a line for pause. Look at the camera and tell people to watch pause.
Please, if you have paused yourself, that time you have lose yourself. Please, Ghana, a lot of things are happening to the Ghana. If you want to get all the information in the Ghana, please don't pause anywhere. Pause this part. Join this thing, okay? Don't go anywhere. Change your this thing to joy pause, and let your body pause you, okay? Please enjoy your pause.
Let your body pause you. Enjoy your pause. I'm so excited to have you in the studio. I mean, at a point I begin feeling like him in the court. You know, I sort of lose, lose the.
Yeah. I have that effect on people.
Yes, I think it's contagious. It's very bad. It's very bad. I won't bring you to the studio again. Okay. We've been having a conversation with the crew of Kejetia versus Makola. I mean, they're on YouTube. They're also on Joy Prime. They feature on Joy Prime all the time. I think it's on the weekends, right?
Yes.
I always watch on YouTube.
5:30 p.m.
Okay. Do you have any final words? Anything you want to say that I haven't asked you?
Well, final words. Let me say shout outs to all my destiny, my friend in the red, Chris Brown, President Obama, this man, Donald Trump, and this man, Jetri. All of you, I know you are watching me. Please, I love you too, okay? Thank you.
I'm so much in the pause. I already have tears in my eyes. Let me take a very quick break. We'll be right back.